let me tell you, I love lifting, but the one thing that I wish I could do without are the marks and the slight scrapes, I guess you call them, but let's just call them marks from the barbell across my collarbone. The majority of the impact from receiving the bar or resting the bar is on my shoulders, but just from how my body is built, essentially, and how the barbell rests, even on my shoulders, which is taking all of the weight, I still get some marks. And so I try to be careful with doing some of this stuff, especially around performances. If I'm wearing a beautiful gown or something that has like a low neck, that, I don't want people to be distracted when I'm performing, thinking about where did those marks come from across her collarbone or her neck versus the art form. So am I concerned about having really big arms or shoulders in an art form that is part visual? And the answer is, at one point I did get a comment that I should be careful around getting too muscular, because it's not really feminine. And, I always come back to the saying that strong looks good on everyone, particularly women. So that's my answer for you. What I mean. So today's a little bit of an experiment because I have a coaching tonight, and it really was the only time I could fit it in before taking off to Boston. What I do know affects my singing is like really high intensity, where there's a lot of heavy breathing. So I'm going to try and avoid that today, which means I'm going to have to adjust the programming. The programming is 4,000 meters, and then every 2 minutes have to do burpees and box jumps, but I think it's just going to be a little bit too high intensity, so I think I'm going to change it to every 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and then see if I can make it to 4K. But if I'm feeling like this is way too much, then I'm going to dial it back. But the goal is to not super exhaust myself, because it really is a priority for me to not wear out my voice while also trying to do some pretty good training. So anyways, let's get set up. So that was 3,000 meters on the rower, and every 2.5 minutes get off the rower and do 5 burpees and 5 box jumps. And I was able to keep my heart rate fairly down, which is good because, as I mentioned, I have a coaching later today or this evening, and I need to be cognizant of how much I push myself, because super high intensity things wears out my voice, especially if I'm heavily breathing. But yeah, that was a time, but it was really good.